So how does that develop into like that? So that relationship starts Awesome 2, Teddy Ted, Special K, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're producing a show for those legends. Not producing the show. Tell me your involvement in the show that they have.
Well, I'm the engineer for the show. I make everything amazing on that show.
What's the show?
That is the Awesome 2 show every Friday, 8 p.m. on Scratch Vision Radio.
Okay, so here go another part of the floss, right? Scratch Vision. Scratch Vision comes from
like, DJ Scratch.
DJ Scratch.
DJ Scratch. Yeah.
Talk about who DJ Scratch is. DJ Scratch is to the culture.
Legendary DJ who is amazing, and he's been in this thing for a very long time.
Talk about who he affiliated with.
Who he's affiliated with everybody. EPMD, everybody, because everybody that he's the guy for a lot of people right now, man. You know, so even to this day, like Scratch you see Scratch on doing stuff with Beyonce and Jay-Z. You know,
your floss game, bro.
That's that guy, man. That's Scratch. That's not me. I just happen to know these folks. That's all, you know.
So a lot of people know the reason that and tell people where they can see this show.
They can see the show on scratchvision.com, or they can get the app on their phone. Scratch Vision app.
So why you for that show? To engineer it, like why you?
I mean, they look at me as family. You know, the Awesome 2, Special K, Teddy Ted, they look at me as family. So, you know, I've always been there for them. They've taken me actually around the world with them. You know, so I've been all. They've taken me to Paris with them. They've taken me to do All-Star games. They've taken me to do it. You know, like I know it might come up later. You said who have I ever starstruck at you know. For artists. It was never artists. It was like sports figures. So when they have me in the same room with Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan sitting over here, I'm like, oh my goodness, these nice shoes. I'm starting to tear up. But I never forget when I was out there DJing with them. Like I said, I'm went all over the place with the Awesome 2. They had me with Ray Allen. Ray Allen was in the cut. In the movie He Got Game that just came out, and I seen it. I didn't know Ray Allen was going to be there.
Talk about Jesus, bruh.
When I seen him, exactly what I said. I said, Jesus!
Talk about Jesus, bruh.
I said, Jesus! He looked over there like, yo, this guy's crazy. I never knew him. I never met him a day in my life.
Yeah.
I was saying that playing around, but he turned around laughing. He came over there, said, what's up? You know, it was cool.
All right, so
cool.
This is not a part of. Now, this question is strictly for me.
Mm-hmm.
When you in a picture with Jill Scott, is that a cardboard cutout or is that actually Jill Scott?
Nah, that's an actual Jill Scott picture. That's in Philadelphia. That's
in
Philadelphia. That's at the Kindred the Family Soul Presents show.
All right,
Jill
so
Scott what's up?
Now go ahead, my bad.
Jill Scott did her whole, like we're doing now, she did a whole full interview. After she did the interview, they had, you know, people can come up and take a picture with her. So they had the picture, you up against a green screen. And the green screen had that picture of her. I didn't know it was there until after, but she told me I smelled nice, so that was nice.
Okay, so that's my segue. And my man got a joke. He said, "Is that the bullet head joke I used to host the day?" Because remember, I used to go back and forth, the host that I was just telling you about earlier. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's him, Quash. That's him, Quash. Respectfully, yo, does Jill Scott smell like juices, berries, and like rose petals, or what? I think she's one of the most.
Yeah.
Like she's one of the sexiest, and if you watching my lady, my love, like you know how I feel about Jill Scott. But like, yo,
that's very accurate,
bruh. I don't even want to say it's underrated anymore. I think it was underrated at one point because she was kind of, but Big Jill, Little Jill, I love Jill Scott.
Hey, she smelled great. She had the haircut to the side, and I told her
I love her.
If she needed a haircut, I would take care of that too for her. She said, "You would come to Philly for me?" I said, "Yes, I would. I'm here now, ain't I?"
With Jill, if you call him to come to Philly, I'm going to drive him, goddamn it. And I pay the tolls.
Oh, man.
All right, so fast forward a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This quarantine thing happens, and every DJ, comedian, anybody who's entertainment has got to find a lane to kind of stay sharp, kind of stay relevant. Pretty Lou, which was doing a show that I wouldn't know about because I'm not a DJ, but he's got this show, Turn the Tables.
Mm-hmm.
You start posting that, you're going to be on this show, and I start checking it out. I think it's a super duper dope concept.
Oh, it's amazing. Amazing.
So now listening to your history and your background, it's no surprise that you become a part of this show. Talk about how that opportunity came about, and like when did you decide to throw your hat in the ring and see where it could take you?
All right, so a friend of mine, DJ Sirius, happened to be on the show. I caught like the tail end of it, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. I was, you know how we get to scroll, click and scroll.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. But he hit me up, Jay, you should be on the show. You would be dope on the show. I think it's a really good concept, and I think that this would be something that you should do. I wasn't going to do it. So it just so happened, I happened to be watching the show the next week, and one of the DJs flaked out, said just didn't show up or something like that. So he said, I need a DJ for the next week's show. If anybody want to do anything, hit me up now, and I can easily, put you on. So I did not hit that for I didn't hit him back for 20 minutes. I didn't even try to respond. I was just something like, nah, I'm not going to do it. And then 20 minutes later, I just said, hey, what's up? I heard you need a DJ. That's all I put. Hey, what's up? I heard you need a DJ. A few minutes later, scene. It said, hit me now. And again, this is me. This is me right here. I didn't do it. But I hit him back maybe about 20 minutes later. He said, yo, I was about to go to sleep, bro. He said, hey, you a DJ? I said, yeah. And then we actually found out we knew each other. And then come to find out that, he had to slide open for me to do the show. I did the show.
And this is Pretty Lou you're talking about.
Yep.
Pretty Lou of the Heavy Hitters.
Yeah.
Pretty Lou of Hot 97.
Yeah.
Who's got quite a bit of a extensive catalog, if you will, himself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know so when you start putting it out there, I started, following because you're my brother, you're my man and shit. So I know, so for the first round, I thought it was just DJing and mixing skills and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
He asked you a question about Run DMC and what label they were on.
Mm-hmm.
Rev Run is Russell Simmons' brother. I automatically thought Def Jam.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, nah, he got this in the bag. You know what I mean? He gonna say Def Jam and it's over. I would have been wrong, which is probably why I wasn't a part of that shit, and I ain't no DJ. And you said what?
Profile.
How the hell you know that?
All right, so this is the thing that goes back to being a real DJ. Well, a DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been DJing for a long time, so I've been able to go to the record stores and buy records. And I also had cassettes. Now, on those cassettes, I remember it never said Def Jam. I was just, in my mind, I was like, nah, hold on.
How could it not?
Yeah, but then I remember on the vinyl, it said Profile. And I remember not Run DMC, Rob Bass had that same looking label, Profile. And I was like, yo, I think it's Profile. He said, is that the correct answer? I was, yeah, finally, it's Profile. I just gave it up then because I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just go with it, Profile, and boom, that was the startup of the going uphill.
And that's the first round.
Yeah. So
now talk about that. Moving on to the moving on to the next round. I think was that the round where you had to go at it with what's the DJ name from Detroit? Female.
Cookie.
Was that her
Nah,
yet or not
I don't
yet?
remember. Nah, Cookie was the one before I went to the finals.
Okay.
What's up, Scales?
Okay.
Cookie was the one before I went to the finals. I forget the gentleman. I think I DJ'd. It was like a Puerto Rican dude or something. I think from like I want to say another Miami dude. I think.
Yeah.
But I forgot, man. I forgot. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: the pressure for that show to me was so heavy. Like that's why you see me sitting there sipping something, because I'm like,
shit.
I gotta take something. I gotta take something before I get on this show, man, because it was so much pressure to try to think straight, because you got to do everything on the fly. So, say for instance, like I said, we'll give everybody a quick synopsis of the show. You're the celebrity guest. You give an interview. After you give the interview, you are the guest, and you have to tell me what I have to play. So you say, I want to hear a whole bunch of Garacha music. I got to come up with something instantaneously. You know what I'm saying? To make that work. Then you got to have something. Then they have something where they call a monkey wrench. The monkey wrench is, this could be something way left field. They can say, I want to hear Kenny Rogers. You got to make that work and then come back into
Garacha, which you ain't know them in the first motherfucking place.
No, I didn't know what Garacha was, though.
So what did you learn about yourself as a DJ with this whole experience?
To not be to not get comfortable. To not get comfortable. I've been DJing for a long time, and I was in a real comfortable space. You know what I'm saying? Because I was DJing more African American parties. I would do some Spanish joints, and if you're doing some Spanish joints, a lot of times it was mixed with a black crowd.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we would play the same old type of records that everybody knows. Suave Mente, the other records from Mark Anthony and all these other type of things. Some of the reggaeton records that was they were older, but they were still moving around, and you could just blend that with what's going on. But now, it helped me to get my crates a lot more in order and just be a lot more organized, because if you're not, you're not gonna win. As you see.
The bachata, my man.
It's Garacha, man.
No, but see, my man Will from the Bronx, bachata.
Oh, yeah, bachata.
Yo, Will, what you know about the Garacha? Now, listen, what did you see? Did you see a vast difference in DJ styles with DJs in other parts of the country during this experience?
Well, some, like the cats from Chicago, they was playing some different kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But majority, like my man from Miami, he studies his hip hop, man. He's good.
Who's that? DJ Got Now? I'm about to say Got Next, but he got now. Yeah.
He got now. Yeah. He definitely studies his hip hop, man, because he's like a hip hop historian for young cat, man. He's got it. He's got it. I can't be mad at that. So he got me. Paul.
So now what's